Assalamu alaikum. This is Dr. Suhair. We're going to explain the most important stuff in chapter 4. Of course, you're welcome to read the book, but this is the most important stuff we're going to talk about. Okay, we're talking about cost theory. Okay, let's just start with, it's all about practical example. Let's just have the pointer. It will help me a lot to make things easier for you. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're going to talk about what is the total cost. Total cost equal fixed cost and variable costs. Okay, that everybody knows this because we studied accounting, we studied lots of stuff, and we're going to about to be graduated. So I think everybody knows about this. Marginal cost is the change in total cost with change. Means change in total cost associated with the 1 unit change in output. Change in quantity, the extra 1 unit output to produce. Okay, so the marginal cost equal change in total cost over the change in quantity. I want you to study this. Important. Average cost, which is AC, is total cost over quantity, not the change. Total cost over quantity, because the change here, in order to get it very fast, we make the first derivative. So we'll make the first derivative of TC with the respect of Q. Let's just move on to the examples. But before we move on to the examples, I have to remind you, when marginal is equal average, when MC equal AC, it means the average at its minimum value. Minimum, because this is marginal. Marginal means 1 extra unit I'm going to produce, okay? So let's just start with a very simple example. Total cost equal this, okay? What do they need? Find marginal cost. It means I'm not going to write that down, but you have to figure this. This is not going to be written down in the exam, but you have to remember in order to get the marginal cost, you have to do the change. In order to do the change, you have to make the first derivative. First derivative of total cost, okay, equation with respect of Q, okay, and also they need, I'm not gonna write this, you have to memorize it. Find the average cost. And another thing here, this is, I'm gonna write all of this in the exam. Marginal cost equal AC and solve for Q, يعني with the respect of Q. يعني marginal cost, this one, equal this one. This is the idea, because that's not always happening. Let's just move to the next one. Next answer, the next slide to answer it. So we're going to, as simple as that, we're going to write that total cost equal what? Okay. We're going to write total cost equal 8 plus whatever. Okay. And marginal cost equal first derivative of total cost. Remember, we said change in total cost over the change in quantity, and I said that change means you have to do the first derivative of total cost with the respect of Q. Let's just do the total cost here, the first derivative here with the respect of Q, working on Q. Any Q's here? No Q's, so I'm not going to look at it. But we have to look at the sign because there's a Q here, so let's just put the sign here, which is positive. I can put it because it's obvious it's positive. 1, hidden 1 here, times 4 equal 4. 1 minus 1 equals 0, no x. And then we go with the positive here, comes down, okay? And 2 equal 0.5 equal 1, hidden 1 here. 2 minus 1 equal 1, means 1Q. Answer of marginal cost equal 4 plus Q. 4 plus Q. Let's just leave it. Go to the average cost. What is the average cost? Total cost over quantity. This is the total cost. يبقى I took everything here over quantity over Q. 8 over Q is 8 over Q plus 4 over Q. Q will go with Q, then we'll have 4. Here 4. plus here, go down, then 0.5 q power 2 over q. 0.5 will go down, nothing will happen to it because there is 1 here times this, it's the same. And then we have 2 q power 2 divided by q. Okay, it means 1q, 1q. Okay, that's the answer of average cost. I have a situation, they said in the problem, marginal cost equal average cost. So I'll take this equal what, guys? This one. Wake up. Okay, so that's what we're gonna have. We're going to have this one equal this one. Let's just write 4 plus q equal 8 over q plus 4 plus 0.5 q. Here what we have here. Fine, great. And then we're going to have q minus, to solve this, how to solve this? We'll keep this here. We'll put all of this next to this one with positive signs. When you move 4, it will be negative 4. Negative 4 plus 4 equal 0. No, nothing here. And this will be negative, comes here. Negative 0.5 plus 1 يبقى plus 1.5q plus 0.5q half negative half plus 1 يبقى 1q يبقى negative 0.5 يعني negative half أو q equal what? 8 over q. We can solve this. Easy. Okay. So first, before we solve this, we have to simplify this. 1q negative 0.5. Who's bigger? The sign is here 1. يبقى 1. يبقى negative. يبقى positive 0.5q. Yes, here. Positive 0.5q equal 8 over 5. Easy. I'm going to just times q here, times q here, طلعت q power 2 equals 16. Okay. Then if you do the math on your calculator, you find q equal 4. Q equal 4. I want to have the marginal cost. Marginal cost. Yes, here. يبقى instead of q, I'm going to put 4. It will be 8. The answer is 8. The answer here is 8. Let's just move to the next one. But this is the first example you have to study. Change the numbers, work it out, make your practice, be smart. What we have here is total revenue. We have total cost too. So it's giving total revenue and total cost equation, find the level of output which minimize the total profit, and then find the maximum profit that can be obtained. We need to have the maximum profit. First, we have to look at the equation. We have total revenue and we have total cost. As we learned in accounting, the profit equal total revenue minus total cost. Total revenue minus total cost. Easy. Gonna take this minus this. When you put minus over here, you're gonna change all the signs. Minus 8, minus 4q, minus 0.5 q bar 2. Very nice. Let's just simplify this one. When you simplify this one, take this whole numbers together, q's to power 2 together, and it will come like that. يبقى profit equal negative 8 after simplification, and plus 20q negative 2q power 2. Okay. Then we have marginal. We need to have the marginal profit. Marginal profit means I have to do the derivative of the profit with the respect of q. Any q's here? No. Let's just ignore it. Any q's? Yes. So we have to put the sign here, and then we say they are talking about the first derivative with respect of q. So then we say 1 times 20 equal 20. 1 minus 1 is 0. No q's. We have q's here? Yes. So we have to put the sign negative. Then we say 2 times 2 equal 4. 2 minus 1 equal q. okay, equal 1 means Q. Here, marginal profit equal 20 negative 4Q. طبعا of course we have to put it equal 0, the slope is 0. So when you do it over 0, you put this here with positive and divided by 4, Q equal 5. Okay? Any problem in this? This is math. This is algebra. So we're going to have Q equal 5. Okay? How much is the maximum profit? This is the maximum profit. Here, this equation. This is the maximum profit. Every time I see Q, I will put 5. Okay? يبقى this put 5 power 2, then calculate it. You're going to have the maximum profit 42. Very easy if you concentrate, if you keep practice, if you have no illusion of difficulties. Okay, it's very easy. Let's move to the next one. The last slide was the second example. This is the third example. All this chapter about 4 examples. Okay, we have here if the profit function as Q and X, we have 2 items to produce. X and Y. We have 2 items to produce. The profit here equal this one, concluding X and Y. We have 2 items to produce. What is the total profit from each one? How much should we produce from X? How much should we produce from Y? So we'll make the first derivative of the profit, okay, because we need to have the marginal profit with the respect of X. Let's just make it with the respect of X. X here, yes, 1 times 80 equal 80. 1 minus 1 equals 0, no X. Negative, pencil down, because there is X here, we have to work with it. 2 times 2 equal 4. 2 minus 1 equal 1, 1X. يبقى negative 4X. There's X here, yes, يبقى we have to put the sign. Okay, have to put the sign down. And then we are treating Y as a number. So this is the number will go down, and then we say 1 times 1 equal 1, hidden 1. Okay, 1 minus 1 equals 0, no X. The answer will be negative Y. And that's the situation here. All of this equal 0. How much is Y? We'll put the Y with the positive here, and that's what I did here. So Y equal 80 negative 4X. Just leave it and go to the Y. We're working on the derivative of the profit with the respect of Y. Let's just see. Any Y's here? No. Any Y's here? No. Any Y's here? Yes. So we'll put the sign down. Okay, this is the sign. And then we're going to have Y as a number. This is a Y and X. We'll treat X as a number. So we'll put the X. Then Y, 1 times 1 equal 1. 1 minus 1 equals 0. No X. Negative. It will be negative X. Next one. We have Y's here. Yes, we have Y. So let's just put the sign down. We'll put the sign down here. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 minus 1 equal 1. 1Y. 6Y. As I said before, there's a typing mistake here. This should be positive. You correct it in your book, please. Positive, okay? Not negative, positive. Plus, yani, okay? So put the plus here and 100, because 1 times 100 equal 100. 1 minus 1 equals 0, no Y's. This is simplified for the derivative of the profit with the respect of Y. Very nice. Then we can equal 0, and then we're going to solve this, okay? We'll take the every time we're going to see the Y, we'll put this. Every time we see the X, we'll put the other one around. Let's just here contain here. We're going to continue this, and then we have X. If we apply negative X, okay, negative 6Y, okay, negative 6Y instead of Y. How much is Y? 80 negative 4x, 80 negative 4x plus 100 equals 0. Okay, then we'll simplify it and we finish it. Okay, then when we do this, we'll have x equals 16. Then we have x equals 16. Then we continue here to put x equal 16.5. Then we'll have the y equal 14. Now we have y and x. We're going to the level of output from each one is y equal this and x equal 14. So we're going to have the maximum profit on the original equation, this one. Every time we see x, we'll put how much x, how much 16.5. Every time we see y, we're going to put how much? Yes, 14. All right. So we're going to just calculate it on our beautiful calculator, and we're going to have maximum total profit equal this, and this should be a currency, any currency, dollar, LE, whatever. Okay. This is the third type. Fourth type and the last one. This is the last slide. We're going to talk about something important in the cost theory. What is the difference between accounting profit, or what we call it business profit, accounting profit, and economic profit? What is the difference between accounting profit and economic profit? Accounting profit and economic profit. Accounting profit, as we learn, the total income, the total earning, minus the total expenses, the total cost. Okay? Any problem with that? I don't think so. But the economic profit is different, because the economist is different than the accountant. The economist always think about improving his activity or behavior or working next time he's going through this investment, next time he's going through this production. Okay, so when he thought about it, he did not, in this example, the business invest $200, okay, 200,000 in project and earning 250,000 in revenue. What is the accounting profit? Easy. This minus this, accounting profit. Anybody will understand this. 50,000. But we discovered that the business did not maximize its earning potential. Remember the maximization problem? If you produce one more, you will lose money. You're not making the maximum profit. That's what he did. He did not recognize that he is not making the maximum profit. So he lost in this mistake 40,000. He lost 40,000. So he could have earned more 40,000 if he recognized this. So the economic profit equal 250,000 negative 200 negative what? What he did not use, the extra earning he did not use, which is, we call it opportunity costs. Lost the opportunity cost. He lost this opportunity cost. He lost this to make more profit, and negative 40,000. Then the real economic profit is 10,000. Of course, when we have textbooks, we write 50,000. But this is for us inside the business to tell ourselves, next time we're going to make investments, we're going to take care not to do the same mistake. Take care not to lose any opportunity cost. So that's what is written in the books. That's what the shareholders will know. But this is the managerial economics business. I'm going to take care next time in the business not to lose 40,000, because I'm telling myself this is 50,000 is not my profit. The economic profit, as an economist, we only earn 10,000. Okay, so we did not use the opportunity cost right. We did not use the extra earnings that we should have, which is 40,000. I'm going to give you another example in the revision, but I want you to study this. I want you to change numbers. I want you to understand it. Okay. This is the end. That's the end of our chapter. I'm going to cancel chapter. This is chapter 4, right? I'm going to cancel chapter 5 and chapter 6, and I'm going through the next video with chapter 7. Okay, chapter 5 and chapter 7 are not that important, okay? Because it's mainly what we talked about. You can read it if you want, but I'm canceling it for you. So next video, you're going to see, inshallah, chapter 7. It's important to follow my videos. All right. It's important to keep tracking to the videos downloaded for you, the links. Okay. So stay safe, stay healthy. Good luck.